Hello everyone and welcome again to another Red Gaming Tech gaming news video with myself, Amata, here today on the 15th of March. I have some more SimCity news for you today. As anyone who's been following that game or the news surrounding it will know that the launch for that has been nothing short of disastrous, with the always online DRM causing massive problems as the server buckled under everyone trying to access what should have been a single player game all at once. Despite the waves of people sending anger and hatred toward EA and Maxis's doors, and the amount of people complaining and the amount of people unable to access the game, EA continued to say that the online requirement was a necessary part of the game and that the server issues would be resolved in due time. But it looks like that first statement might not necessarily actually be true, as a modder has actually proved that SimCity will work offline. Basically, this modder, calling himself UKAzzer, decided to do something about the rather aggressive form of DRM in SimCity by accessing the game's debug mode. And by using that, the modder was able to negate the game's prompts, which would obviously be the thing demanding that the players be connected to the net. Normally with this game, if you go without 20 minutes without an internet connection, the game would boot you back to the main menu. However, this modder has uploaded a video to YouTube, which I will link in the description if you'd like to go check it out. By removing these prompts, this modder has effectively removed the game's online connectivity requirements. Furthermore, he was able to do something which might not be quite as breath of fresh air and relief to hear as that, but it's still pretty cool. The modder was also able to edit the freeway system in ways that the game wouldn't normally allow. Basically, the game has a rather sort of strict regions kind of system, because obviously it's intended to be that you build a city within one region, someone else builds a city in the same area as you but in a different site, different region, and then you connect the two cities and then you have, a communion between the two. But they have actually enabled it so that you can go outside these arbitrary boundaries. So yeah, it's rather interesting to say the least. I'm glad that this has happened, to be quite honest with you. I was hoping that officially the always-on DRM would be removed, or at least reduced to only having to sign on once every time you start up the game, just to prove that yes, this is a legit copy, before then, enabling you to play the game offline if you so wish. I mean, if you wanted to have the multiplayer elements of this game, which there are a few, to be fair, then of course you could do so, but if you wanted to play in single player, then they could have had that option, I feel. So it's a shame that someone's actually had to literally mod the game to get this working. But if you wish to do this yourself on your copy of SimCity, as I said, a link to the YouTube video will be in the description. I do wonder what EA will have to say about this, or if it will just be a very sort of vending machine, no comment or anything like that. Remains to be seen, but it's interesting to see, and hopefully this video has been helpful to you guys, because SimCity is not really one of my games that I play, but this whole thing was really just not on, and a prime example of why we shouldn't be using always on DRM. So it's happy to see that there is a solution to this without having to resort to illegal measures, because obviously this still requires a legit copy of the game. It just basically enables it so you do not have to be connected to the online mode once you've accessed the debug functionality. Anyway, that's me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.